Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's start our session. So today we are going to discuss some random topics from here and there. Okay, so first thing, let's take the question which is asked from Raj. Which piece of code below will extract and display detail of nine scheduled airlines in India? Okay, and these are the code. There is two options. One is request pandas SPD beautiful soup URL is given dot text website URL table zero something something seems good to me. And second is this import request pandas SPD b4 import beautiful soup URL something soup is given table is also given read seems correct to me.
The
Both are
only dif- the only difference is first one is set in table and then 0, and second one is 1. I set the code also below, if you see, but like there is no mention that session that you have to set 0 table and not first. So that's my doubt.
yeah it is not given anywhere in the question. Yeah, it is
Yeah,
not even anywhere in the question. In fact, it is
yeah.
showing detail of nine scheduled airline, and there is no mention of nine or ten something or eight. If we are considering Python, so Python generally count from 0 to 8 for nine, but it is not mentioning anywhere. So I think either both options are correct. Now the question is, I think both are correct. They are taken from the different paper, different term of exams, and they both are correct according to me. We cannot find since no one give us any table and stuff. So you guys can speak. Huh? No need to type. I mean, if you can speak. So both are the code. Both of the codes are correct. Okay. Someone, this guy is anonymous. Anonymous. This guy just open this link and find there are table. Okay, fine, but we cannot
Yeah.
open in the exam and we cannot. We don't have anything which any means so we can check it. So yeah, both options are correct.
But
Okay.
actually, only one of them should be correct, right? But the thing is, the question is not given.
The thing is, I don't even sure if these both options are the part of the same question. Maybe they are from the different
No,
paper.
it's same. I can share the screen also. Anonymous is me only.
Okay. So if they are from the same paper, I think both are correct because there is we have no way to find which table we are talking about. This is archive. This is archive from Wikipedia, and we know there are lots of table in Wikipedia page. So we cannot say which one is correct. In fact, when we open Wikipedia page now, whenever we open Wikipedia page and let me open everything. What is this? Generally, most of the time, this table is known as table number zero. Let me check. Most of the time, this table is known as table number zero. See, I just open and this is table, and this is the first table. Okay, most of the time, this is table number zero. So I don't know why it is shown as it is correct because we are talking about the detail of nine scheduled airline, and here this guy opened it. So yeah, so there is no way that you guys can find because you guys don't know about the structure of Wikipedia or any other website and the archive.com, archive.org. So yeah, you can choose any of the options. So there is no way to find which table is correct, one or zero or one.
Amit, what is this line doing? Like df equal to pd dot read underscore html.
pd.read underscore html. When I look at it, I can just say, let's say, pd dot we generally use pd dot read underscore csv. So this is the same for pd dot read underscore html.
Yeah,
So
to get the HTML code as a data frame. What is
since we already defined this required table is basically this table. So we are gonna find all tables, and out of that we are gonna select second number of table one, which is second table. This is our required table, but still it is in HTML format. Okay, so if you're gonna select by tag, so you guys know, you guys did a lot of web scraping, so you guys know if I am gonna pull a table from this beautiful soup.find all, then I will get table in format of HTML, that table and then something, then th table header, tr table row and something. So it will be in HTML format. So this function will read. Just it will read. Okay, nothing else.
Okay, that's str will convert like take only the
String,
string.
string format.
Oh, string values of this table.
Yeah.
Okay, it will consider only that. Like,
Okay.
oh, like it
Okay.
will convert the data type to string. Like even if it's a number, it will convert it to a string.
Yeah, whatever material inside that table and whatever the tag they are inside it, it will convert it into a string. Okay. Then it will
Okay.
simply read it. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about a few different topic. Okay. Where is my notepad? Just give me a minute. I'm gonna get that pen tab. Hello, am I audible? Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, yes, you're audible.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Mohan sir. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen and let's discuss some topic which we missed. Okay. So first there was a question, if you guys remember. There was a question. Let me check. Okay, are you guys clear about the folium? What is folium? Just it was there. Repeating again and again. Someone tell me what is.
We can visualize maps in Folio. We can put
and
the
markers.
markers and basically you can find like for example, suppose we have two three stores or two three business establishments or two three shops. We want to open one new shop, then we can use Folium to visualize the shop, the distance between them, and how they are placed, in which area they are placed, like something like that.
Okay, and there is one more thing which I find that Folium. What if you want to export your map in HTML format? Then Folium is quite useful. Folium can export your map in HTML format, and those HTML maps are quite interactive. So it's used for creating interactive HTML maps. Okay, so that's one thing. Second thing which I want to discuss, you guys are clear about that W logic, if, then, else, and. Whenever we are going to write some if query, it will end with always end, not this. It always end with end. Okay. So this is the easy stuff. Okay. And there is one thing which I want to discuss. Okay. There is a question. Which attribute does not belong to the category of data? While categorizing data based on specifics of the disclosure risk from which a data is to be protected. Okay, let me share it. Give me a minute. Just let me. Okay, this was the question. Which attribute does not belong to the category of data while categorizing data based on specifics of the disclosure risk from which a dataset is to be protected? Okay, you guys remember this question? So yeah, I just skipped it. Okay, so let's discuss a little bit about this question. Okay, so the thing is, this is the part of that lecture when where we were talking about anonymizing techniques. Okay, so let's talk about it. See, as a data scientist, whenever we have data, so first we need to realize what are the data threats. Okay, so what are the data threats? So there are three major data threats. First is membership disclosure. You guys better make some notes, or if you guys have any problem, just open your mic and ask me. Okay, first thing is membership. First thing is membership disclosure. Okay, so it is very much clear by the name. What is the meaning of the membership disclosure? It is about a person. Okay, so it is about a question if a person is part of the group or not. Let's say I have a lot of data. I have a data from a hospital, and if I am able to find if a specific person is a part of that group or not. Okay, so that's the membership disclosure. I have a data of some bank, and let's say maybe you guys are thinking, what's the problem if someone is find out if someone belongs to a group or not? Let's talk about the Swiss bank. If I know that some Swiss bank is doing some fishy job, and I just got the list of that bank, all the members of that bank. Okay, now you guys get the idea. Is it clear or not?
Say for example, suppose you are talking about hospital data, and we are categorizing, we are grouping, say cancer patients, and membership disclosures, if a person is there, part of that group or not,
Yeah.
that cancer group. So why should anybody know about it? It's a personal thing. So is that what you're trying to tell, the data threat?
Yeah, yeah, very much about it. The thing is, we just know only one information. If someone is part of a group or not, that's the membership disclosure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay. Now the second thing, second problem is, the second threat is attribute disclosure.
Oh, the threat means the people should not know the membership.
The threat means if I have a data and as a data scientist, if I am working on a data, I want to publish the data, then what will be the possible threat? Which type of harm can be caused by if that data became leak or something? Okay, so that's the meaning of threat. So here first is membership disclosure. So first problem is okay, how many people belongs to a certain group. Okay, if it become kind of like a public information, then maybe it will cause me some problem. Second thing is attribute disclosure. So what is the meaning of the attribute disclosure? Let's say if I am making a report, maybe it's about that Swiss bank stuff, how much money someone have, or some medical report. Then which type of report generally we create? We generally create a, let's talk about a big database. We generally create a name, age, address, their PIN number, their mobile number, okay, and
Personal details, no?
yeah, all the percentage.
Personal
I
details.
mean, these are attributes. Okay, this is a name, but these are the attributes. So there is a problem that attributes become public. So some of those attributes may be sensitive, some of those attributes may not be sensitive. Okay, and sometimes those attributes may be linked to some very specific individual who don't want to disclose, or maybe some VIP person. Okay, so this is another problem. Attribute disclosure. Maybe we don't know the name. Maybe we don't know the if there is a report and that report is like Amit and it is attribute. Maybe we don't know about this name, but we know everything about attribute. Okay, it may still be harmful. Okay, so this is the second thing, which is attribute disclosure. Second thing is identity disclosure, and as you guys can understand, what is the meaning of identity disclosure? Okay, so last thing is identity disclosure.
Like name.
Yeah,
Name or photo?
it can be anything. It can be anything. Okay. First thing is the important thing. Identity disclosure means information about any individual. Okay, such information that you can identify as a person. Let's say if we are talking about the attribute, if someone relays all of my attribute, then still it's a possibility that you will not able to pinpoint me as a person. But if someone disclose my identity, who I am, it may be my phone number, it may be my Aadhaar card detail, or maybe my address, mobile number, photograph, something. So it is kind of info about individual. Okay. So, so this is quite a serious threat. Okay. This is very serious threat, and attacker can learn everything about this person once my data. Some If my data is breached, then attacker who is attacking on my data can know everything about this guy whose identity has been disclosed. Okay, so there are three type of major threats which is categorized for anonymizing for the purpose of study of anonymization. Is it clear or not? Just look at it. Just take a
Like
look.
password also, right? The identity.
I think password belongs to attribute, because just only password is not. If you don't know this password belong to which account or which person, then you cannot use the password. Maybe I can tell you my mobile number, ATM card password. If I give you some a string of a number, let's say 1234, but you don't know what is this. It may be password of my mobile phone, maybe password of my laptop, maybe password of my ATM card. So I don't think the password belong to person that identity disclosure. Okay, I didn't get a lot of material to study it in detail. This is what I am able to gather today. Okay, so this is three type of main disclosures. Okay, you guys better make some notes. That data threat and membership disclosure, attribute disclosure, and identity disclosure. Okay, there are three type of threat which our data have. If you guys have any question, ask.
So what do we do? These kind of details we don't disclose in
Sometimes,
anonymizing
sometimes
thing.
we need
That's
to
what we do.
disclose.
We hide.
No, no. Sometimes we need to disclose it, and we will discuss it. How can we disclose it?
Okay, okay, okay.
Simple. If I am a researcher, I am working on some report, then I need to publish my data.
Hmm.
Okay. I cannot just hide this attribute stuff. Maybe there is some symptom,
Hmm.
and I cannot hide this symptom stuff, because this is the important thing for the medical science. That's why we are doing a study. So how can I release it? So the first thing is
Maybe the name can be hidden, or
I can
maybe.
anonymize it. We discuss about the static anonymization and active.
Hmm.
Active means interactive anonymization. Okay, so maybe we can anonymize it. We can anonymize this thing. We can anonymize this thing. And we can anonymize this thing. Because if you look at closely, okay, we are not going to anonymize the age. Age is important. We cannot anonymize the gender, because gender and age both are directly related to medical stuff, medical symptom. Okay, but we can anonymize the name, we can anonymize the chip and mobile number, then we can release it. Sometimes we need to disclose lot of stuff. Sometimes we need to release it, but we also need to protect the privacy of our clients or those people who are willing to give us data for the research purpose. Okay, so these are the major threat. These three are the classified as a threat. Whatever the study I did today. So just make some notes, just write the title and just remember it. Okay. Now the problem is attribute disclosure. Why attribute disclosure? Because when we talk about attribute, then it's a quite a major field. Not all attribute are very serious, and also sometimes we need to release the serious attribute, but we don't want to disclose it. We don't want to release it as it is. We don't want to harm our client or something. Okay, so let's talk about attribute little bit, and I think this is important part. Okay, so let's talk about attribute. So attribute, so there are four type of attribute. One is identifying attribute. Don't check my spelling, it may be wrong, but okay, just understand it. Also don't pay attention on my handwriting. First thing is identify attribute. So okay, Someone explain what is identifying attribute. It is quite self-explanatory stuff. Someone, not Ratha, anyone else.
which identifies user,
Nice, nice. What's your name, man?
Daljot sir.
Can you please repeat?
Daljot sir.
अरे अरे दलियो आ गया चलो जी बढ़िया. Okay, so identify attribute. And it is very much clear कि if we release identify attribute, then we can just catch that person. Okay, so very see that. So what is it? So identify attribute very high risk. So we generally don't want to disclose it. So the idea is, if I am going to release this identify attribute, so anyone can identify those specific purpose. So those specific person. So let's say name, Aadhaar card. Actually, that source which I was reading now, it was given as the social security number, which is some common number in America. But we are talking about India, so let's call Aadhaar card. Okay, name Aadhaar card. So and so
PAN number.
pan, nice. Is it Radha, right?
Yes.
Cool. So yeah. So the best thing. So what should I do about it? So just remove from it. This is the best option. Just remove these attributes from data. Remember, first attribute is identifying attributes. This is really very highly risky stuff. So the best thing is no need to release it. Just remove it from your data. Clear? Second is stuff. Let's talk about the second. So what is the second? Second is uh, how to pronounce this word. Quasi. 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 Okay, whatever it is. Someone good in English? Come on, man. Why so serious?
Quasi identifying attributes.
Quasi. Okay. Quasi. अरे यार जो भी है अब काशी विश्वनाथ काशी identifying attribute. So the thing is sometimes we have attribute. By those attribute we cannot add. See, if I am gonna say chip, my pin code. Okay, chip is quite US word. Let's call it pin code.
Pin code, yeah.
If I am gonna give you my pin code, can you identify me
No,
only
sir.
by this pin code?
No, no,
No need to call me sir. I'm just Amit.
no,
Amit is
yes.
fine. Okay. I have such a nice name, Amit. Just call me Amit now. Okay. So you guys cannot find me just behalf of pin code. Okay. If I'm gonna tell you my gender, will you identify? Will you pinpoint me only behalf of gender? Bro,
No,
there must be nearly 20 lakh male here. Okay. If I will tell you about my age, will you pinpoint me on behalf of my age? Only by age.
No.
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 Okay, I am kind of a student, so there are lakhs of students in Chennai. Okay, now if I tell you about my height, will you pinpoint me on behalf of my height?
Never.
Again, no, right? If I tell you about my language, then
Maybe.
maybe not, because seriously in IIT Madras there are a lot of Hindi speaking people. Okay, you cannot identify me on behalf of any single attribute. But what if I give you all of my attributes? I will give you my pin code, I will give you my gender, I will give you my age, I will give you my height, I will give you my language, or let's call little bit one or two other attribute like my dress.
Location. Location.
Which type of dress?
Dress.
Look, is here input. If I tell you just I'm wearing right now I'm wearing t-shirt and jeans. So my see, one single attribute cannot help you to identify me. Let's say date of birth also. But when you are gonna combine everything, if I'm gonna tell you my date of birth, and in the whole Chennai, there is no chance that you will identify me. But now, if I will give you all of my attributes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then you guys can, there is a chance that you guys can identify me. Agree or not?
Yes.
Okay, so these are called Cauchy identifying attribute. When a single attribute is not any harmful, but when we combine all those single insignificant type of attribute, they suddenly make some sense. They suddenly make some picture. Okay, and that combination may be harmful for our client, or you guys got the idea, correct?
Like, can I ask you something else?
Of course, of course, of course.
Okay. Like when we fill like Paytm or like any this time where we give our identify attributes, we fill
Huh?
Aadhaar number, right? And any
Huh?
website we fill, then there are a lot of websites like there's a cab. We when we book when we have
Huh?
to become like cab driver, like there is app some blah blah. So, a lot of
Huh?
other apps which requires our Aadhaar card number, which is unique, right?
Huh? Okay, which is
So
unique. Okay.
what we have to do like in uh, that scenario?
First thing, I am not security expert here. I'm just a student like you. But second thing, to
Hmm.
be honest, if someone is like a criminal mind, then yeah, they can misuse your Aadhaar card number. But once again,
Hmm.
uh, it's okay. So what can that guy can do with your Aadhaar card number? First thing, they can just read your Aadhaar card number and they can just arrive at your house with some gun or something. So to be honest, you cannot do anything. You need to fight it, or you just there is policeman who can protect you. Second thing, what that guy can do, that guy can if you borrow some loan on your Aadhaar card number. So in that case, always Aadhaar card, which is UIDAI something, they always send a message to your mobile phone, some kind of OTP. So it is the best thing that you never verify such OTP which you are uncertain about. Okay, so that's the best thing. And there is third thing. Once you go to the Aadhaar card website, it just give you some virtual pin, virtual ID. If you don't want to disclose your Aadhaar card, just go to the Aadhaar card website, and there is an option to get your VID, virtual ID. Just use that virtual ID. Okay, so no one can get your real Aadhaar card number. You can use that VID, virtual ID. Okay. Okay, so okay, I hope this is clear. Quasi identifying attribute. Is it clear or not?
Yes.
Someone, if anyone have any question, please feel free to ask.
Like
Okay.
group of attributes which will classify a person, identify a
Yeah,
person.
yeah. Those attributes which are alone cannot do much harm, but if you combine all of them, it may cause you some problem, or it will become identifying. Okay. Okay. There is another attribute, third number of attribute, which is sensitive attribute. Okay. Okay. There is one question. If I have this quasi identified attribute, then what should I do? Shall I release it in my data or not? So the thing is, we can mask it, we can transform it. Okay. Sometimes we need to release this type of attribute. We need to release the date of birth. If I am doing some survey related to elections, then I need to give them pin code, because that's what surveys about for the election, for a locality. I need to give them the gender. I need to give them the why gender, because a lot of policies are depend on like I am from Delhi. So Arvind Kejriwal just want female vote. That's why all the bus travel in Delhi is free for females. So gender is important for election. Age is also important. Youth-oriented votes. Height not important for elections. Language is quite important. You guys know. Dress is not important. Date of birth is important because it just give an idea about age. Sometimes you need to release lots of these information uh, uh, together. Okay, so what can you do? You can just transform it. You can just not give the information in a single row, but you can just say this is the bracket of date of birth, this is the bracket of age. You no need to give it in the single row. You can just give in a bunch. This is the age group, which is 25 to, let's say, 66. This is the language group: Hindi, English, Punjabi, Haryana. I am talking about Delhi and Urdu. Okay, so you guys can transform your data set little bit, and no need to mask, no need to change information. Just transform it a little bit, just make it jumbled, and it will be fine. Third type of attribute is sensitive attribute. So what is sensitive? As the name suggests, it's quite sensitive information. Okay. So it's a some kind of information which our clients are not willing to share. So dirty handwriting.
Like sales data,
Hmm?
sales data like
Yeah, for the BDM project sales data. Okay, and
it's
and and uh, and the thing is, sometimes our clients are related with some information which they think is sensitive or shameful, or some kind of corrupted, or I don't know why, what's the reason, but they are not willing to share. Okay, so we just but the thing is, we generally leave it unmodified. We just try to hide the user. We just try to not connected this information to the user, but we just leave it. Let's talk about the corruption. If someone gonna ask me, Kemit, have you give bribe to anyone? So the reality is there are some instances when I need to give bribe to some government officer during that some uh, like when you need to make some certificate, na income certificate, house certificate, something, then we generally give some 50 rupee, 100 rupees stuff, which is not some government fees, which is just a pure bribe. So if someone gonna ask me, "Ki, have you ever given the bribe to someone?" then the answer is yes. Okay, for the survey purpose I can say yes, but I don't want to reveal my information. So this is fine. I am not willing to share, I am not willing to share the link that it links me. Okay, this is sensitive. If you guys can connect it to me, but still I want to give it. So the best thing is just remove the connection, just remove the hide the name of that person, and leave this information as it is. Okay, because this information itself is important, but user, yeah, whatever the client or whatever the person whom we are asking, don't want to disclose his name. Okay, there is a fourth type of attribute, which is simply insensitive attribute. Okay, and as the name suggests, leave it, leave them unmodified. Okay, just no harm.
Amit, the sensitive attribute, I missed it. A sensitive attribute, do we share it or how is it? Like, we not clients are not willing to share, so remove from the data, or do we
No, no, no,
remove it?
no. We can share sensitivity. We can share sensitivity. Okay, we just don't want to connect it to our client. Okay,
Then how will we share it?
just share the information, but not the client name.
Okay, okay.
Not
Just
the
share.
name.
Yeah, yeah. Just try to make it some way that it will not backtrace to your client. Okay.
Just random, like it belongs to anyone else, right? A unique person.
Actually, the thing is, we cannot just modify it. We just cannot want to alter this information about the sensitive. Okay, let's say if someone asks me, "Have you give the bribe?" I am saying yes. You cannot just type it as a no. Okay,
Mm.
or you just cannot hide the yes word. Okay, so you need to just send the right information, but I just don't want it to link backtrace to me. Okay,
Okay, okay.
okay, or let's say election time is going on. If someone is asking me, Kamit, uh, you gave the vote, I'm gonna say yes. This information is fine. If someone is asking, Amit gave the vote, fine. But if someone is asking to which party, now maybe I don't want to reveal my party. Okay. So the information is for the sake of survey, you need to make a report about the party, you need to disclose the party. But you just make it in such a way that it cannot be backtraced to me. Okay.
Okay, fine.
So the information is sensitive, but and you cannot just alter it. But there, you need to just pay attention that it cannot be. You cannot just share the link. What's the link? Link to the user or something. Insensitive attribute, let it be. No harm done. Just leave it. Okay. I hope everything is clear to you, every one of you. If you guys have any problem, any doubt, you guys can we can discuss it. Maybe I don't know everything about it, but yeah, we can discuss. We can make things a little bit clear. Okay, what you say? Anyone?
This will
No.
be part of week 8, right?
This is some of that chapter, anonymization, ARX stuff.
Yes, yes, yes.
But I
Now
was
can we see that question which you said
yeah,
related to this?
yeah, Radha,
Related to
that's what I was about to do. Here is the question, and just read it. Which attribute?
attribute does not belong to the category of data while categorizing data based on specifics of the disclosure risks from which a database is to be protected. Bah.
Why so wow? This question is
What
quite
is this
jump.
confusing
Okay,
question?
okay. Let me try to explain. Which attribute? So we are talking about the attribute. Okay, just remember how many attribute we just studied. We just studied identifying attribute. This one, with the help of
Quasi
identifying attribute, we can identify someone. We discussed about
transfer.
quasi identifying attribute. This attribute itself is not that much powerful about revealing information, but when we collect it, it may become very suggestive. I don't know if it is a word, but you guys got the idea. There is some sensitive attribute and which has some information, and we don't want to link it to the user, but still we cannot alter this information. And then we have some insensitive attribute, which are quite harmless. We never
It
study
is
about
an odd one out,
yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
I just
Got it.
read which attribute and I got my answer. But let's discuss this question as a whole. Which attribute do not belong to the category of data? Okay, while categorizing data. Okay, so we are categorizing our data, and of course, if there is a data, we are gonna categorizing it into these four attributes based on the specific of the disclosure risk. Bro, who just framed this?
Wait, is it really the formation of the question is correct?
I am I'm seriously confused, man.
Job breaking, really.
Mohan sir, I can also, I'm also thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
we
It
can
means
just
to say that
we can reframe it in a very simple word. So
the,
in the simple
You
word,
break. I think they appropriately they should break the sentence and make it sensible. No?
yeah,
they just say that what type of category data we can disclose, right?
yeah, simple. Or we can say if I have a data and there is a danger of disclosure, there is a risk of disclosure,
Hmm.
then which attribute, which category of attribute, or which type of attribute doesn't belong?
Hmm.
I don't know, maybe, but yeah, you guys got the idea.
Which attribute does not belong to the category of disclosure risks? That's all. That's all
Yeah,
we study.
yeah, maybe.
They asking about attribute from the data set which is to be protected, right?
No. They are asking about a data set
Based on
for which we don't need to take care of. We just leave it as it is. I mean, there is the thing is which attribute does not belong.
No,
Okay, they
no,
are just
they are
asking.
saying that what are the types of attributes that are there for which you have threats
No,
and for
actually,
which the data set is to be protected. So
see,
all
Now,
the
attributes
attributes
which
except
need
what
not
they
be
have said.
protected.
they are simply asking which attribute does not belong to the category of data while categorizing data. First part. Which attribute does not belong to the category of data while categorizing data? Second part.
Actually, I think we are categorizing the data into four types. Fifth one, we are not categorizing, right?
That's what the attribute.
What they are
We are
asking.
categorizing the data based on four attributes. The fifth one is not there, which is the odd one out. So we have to. That
yes,
is the
yes,
answer.
I think this thing means we are
What is the
categorizing
bottom
based
line?
on the
Is
scores
the
list.
data is to be protected or data should be kept open?
No.
What is the real sense of the question?
Okay, so what I realized they are talking about, we have a data which we want to classify it for disclosure risk. So which of the attribute do not belong to that category? So that's what I understand. If we want to categorize our data according to disclosure risk or in respect of disclosure risk, then which of the category, which of the following category is just not exist? That's what I understand.
So there is no class called non-identifying attributes, right? So
No,
we
no.
there are only these four types. So I think that is why fifth option is correct.
Partially identifying attribute.
Yeah.
Okay. For all other four attributes, we have to protect our data set, right?
No. Just look at it.
No,
Insensitive attribute. You don't need to
what?
protect it.
Yeah.
That's what
But the question is, if you are just read from here, data while categorizing data based on specifics of disclosure risk. Okay. If so let me rephrase the question. If I have a data and I am categorizing it on the basis of disclosure risk, then how many categories are there? Simple.
How many attributes?
How many attributes, how many type of attributes, how many categories of attributes are there? That's the thing.
One.
Okay, so we can say if we are about the protecting, then insensitive attribute, no need to protect insensitive attribute. But the problem is non-identifying attribute doesn't even exist. There is no such category as non-identifying attributes. Yeah, to be honest, this question is not about knowledge. This question is more about IQ. It is a puzzle whether you can understand this question or not.
Yeah. Correct.
So, so
Correct.
shall we proceed?
I mean, the option should be understood the question, not understood the question.
Yeah.
That should be the
Yeah.
option.
So, so I hope you guys made some
Amit,
notes.
identifying attributes means like other, like
What identifying attribute means?
like
Like
The
example is
first one,
other.
name,
Yeah,
identifying attribute which identifies the person.
yeah. Just one attribute
Yeah.
is sufficient to identify pinpoint you. Okay, just one attribute is sufficient to pinpoint.
but name can't identify, right?
Name. We are talking about name.
There are a lot of names.
Yeah, there are a lot of names, but let's talk about the IIT Madras, and I just give you some name. Just Amit, just kill. Okay, not kill. It is the recorded. Okay, if I just say that find Amit, then you can easily find him. Man, how many Amit may be there? There are 6,000
No.
students in IIT Madras. Let's say Amit is a very common name. Let's say there are 1% or 5% people who have Amit name. It's still 300 students. You can easily find him.
Okay.
Okay, man. Let's talk about next question, which
Amit,
is
also you in the top above you wrote the various threats and the attributes which can lead to those threats.
no, just there is some classification of those attributes. Okay, there are these threats: membership attribute and identifying. This thing is
Oh, this is
identify.
like categorizing the threats.
Yeah,
And
this is
next you
written.
wrote categorizing attributes.
Yeah, next is categorizing attribute. Okay, I hope this stuff is clear. This is quite new. I don't think if it is in lecture because I was the lecture. I didn't able to find it. This is the stuff. Okay, and just take your time and just pay a little bit attention and tell me if there is something more you want to discuss, and then we will discuss one more topic.
So there is one more topic which is autocorrelation plot, which I will say.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna discuss. Okay, just tell me if this topic is clear about the attributes. I need at least two or three yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Radha Prashant, I need one more. Radha said yes for two times. I'm not gonna count. Man, seriously, no cheating here.
Yes, yes.
One more. Subramanyam sir. Okay, fine. Okay. So what's the question? Let me find the question first.
I have.
You have that question? Okay. Okay. I also have it. It's in my mobile phone. Let me share it on the computer screen via Telegram.
It is saying what is y-axis and autocorrelation plot.
Yeah, I studied it.
Correlation, covariance, standard deviation, variance.
Yo, man, I studied it. Okay, so just read this question. A time series with a significant autocorrection at lag 1 implies that. Just read the question. No need to read the option. A time series, first problem is what is time series? Significant autocorrelation. Now the question is what is autocorrelation? We know about correlation. What is autocorrelation? Then the problem is lag 1. What is lag 1? Let's talk about it. So we are talking about the time series data. Okay, no need to go into the technicalities, bro, my English. So what is time series data? Anyone just want to tell me in the layman language?
Which changes the data that changes with time, like which record with time.
Okay, then what?
Like sales in monthly sales, we can say.
Okay, and
Or the
The
COVID
price of a house.
cases.
okay, okay. You guys got the idea. You guys got the idea. You guys know what are the time series data? A data which change with respect to time. But the beauty is when we talk about the time series study and stuff, then there is only one variable, only one, and that's the trick. Maybe you guys are gonna ask, "Okay, Amit, we generally solve a lot of equations where we have a lot of variable. We talk about the some cotton yield, and then when we talk about the cotton yield, we talk about the quality of that soil. I was about to write mud, but no, quality of the soil. We were talking about that fuel price. You guys remember? And we were talking about some fertilizer. Okay, lot of variable. Then why only one variable? That's the thing. We are talking about only one variable. Why? Let's talk about it. Let's say 1990s, then 95, 2000, 2005, 10, 15, 20, and what year is this? 24. Okay. So let's say we were talking about, and we were talking about. Give me some variable. Give me some interesting example. Fuel price, petrol price. Okay, petrol. So what is the price of petrol now? Somewhere
100,
between
98,
100, 100,
98,
1 to 99 something. Huh? Different
98.
for each state. Let's say 100. And what was in 2020? It was some 80 something. Huh? And in 2015, it was a quite drastic change. In 15, it was quite low. I think 60 something, 50 or 60 something.
Yeah, 50,
Let's say
60.
60, 60, let's say 60, 80, 100. And in 2010, it was somewhere 50, around 50. Here it was somewhere around 40. Okay, so you guys know, you guys got that. This is time series data. And what is the only variable here? We are not talking about international relations. We are not talking about some Russian-Ukraine war and other these variables. We are talking about only price of this petrol, price of this fuel. So the thing is, if I want to predict my data on 2024 or 2025, if I want to predict of this information, I don't have any external variable. We are not talking about Indian economy. We are not talking about the upcoming elections or stuff. We have only one variable, which is the price, which is the past price of the fuel. Okay, so this is time series data. That's how we study time series data. It is there is only two variable, and one variable is time itself, which we cannot change or something. Okay? So that's a time series data. Here we have only one variable. This is the important thing. Now the question is, what is autocorrelation? What is autocorrelation?
Like which may be changing the time.
See, if I'm going to talk you about once again cotton and relation of cotton with fuel, with amount of rain, you know, and soil quality. And how can we measure the soil quality? Let's take one variable, percentage of nitrogen in soil. Okay, so maybe we can say if fuel will create some negative impact, rain amount will create some positive impact, soil quality will create some positive impact. Then we can find the correlation here: cotton, fuel, rain, soil. Cotton, fuel, rain, soil, and we know this. You guys know this stuff. Leave it. What is autocorrelation? When we are talking about a variable and the relationship of variable with itself. But the problem is, maybe you guys are gonna say, Amit, if we are talking about the same variable, then the relation will always one. Agree or not?
Yes.
Yes. But
Yeah, over a period of time, it might change. No?
that's the thing. That's the thing. Here is a catch. The catch is lag value. So what is the lag value? R1, R2, R3, R4, R5. That's the lag value. We discussed in our ARIMA model, there was a lag value. So that's the lag value. What is the meaning of the lag value? See, if my parameter is like we are talking about the 5 year, 5 years is equal to 1 lakh. Then R1 here the value I1 means lag value. This is R. This is lag value. Okay, this is lag value. Okay, so it means this is my R0, or okay, say my present value. Okay, this is my present value, and this is R1. So what is the relationship here? It cannot be one. It cannot be one. So,
Yes.
now there is a change. It may be one. It may be one, but there is some change here. Okay,
But
so
it's
you
a
guys can,
variance, right? When we
yeah,
compare with.
yeah. So you guys can say, okay, R present R. This is lag. What is the meaning? We are talking about 2025. My lag is equal to 5 years, so it will be 2020. It will be 2 lakh behind, which is 2015. It's 3 lakh behind, which is 2010. 4 lakh behind, 2005. Okay, so you guys got the idea. So there is a relation. If I want to predict my price of 2025, so which lag has the highest correlation? Current one or very last one? What do you guys think? I mean, recent one or very past away?
Recent.
So I can say maybe. This is just my hypothesis. Maybe there is a correlation of 0.9. Here is the correlation of 0.7. And here is the correlation of 0.01 maybe. Or let's say 0.1. You guys able to understand or not?
I mean, this is the correlation between today's price and
Auto correlation. Not correlation, auto correlation. Relationship of a variable with its,
Or relationship with itself
but in different time period, because we are talking
over a
about
period of time.
time series. Okay, so that's the
If we're
thing. That's
talking
the
about same time series, then it is known as the variance, right? Correlation between like itself.
yeah, you can say it, though I'm not very sure, so I cannot say yes. So I'm not very sure, but yeah, this is the thing, which is about time series model. Okay. Now I want to plot a graph. Okay, now I want to plot a graph. See what may be my graph here. So the graph is always, see see uh, we are talking about change of price in fuel with respect to time. Okay, so how I write my time here? I was writing my time 2025, 20, 15, 10, 5, 1095 something. Okay, this is, I'm just going with the year here, and this is my price at different period of time. But here, this is my auto correlation graph. So what here? At the x-axis, I am gonna draw lags, number of lag. Okay. So here is my zeroth lag. Here is my first lag, second lag, third lag, fourth lag, fifth lag, sixth lag, so on. And here is my, I just put my variable here, but here I'm gonna put autocorrelation. Is it clear? So what happened? What I am seeing? I am seeing at the zeroth, it is say 1.7, 0.75, 0.5, 0.25, 0. Okay. So you guys know the idea. If I'm just talking about the just one leg, which is just one leg behind, let's say here talking about this 2020. So there is not much difference. I can say it is very much related to zero point 0.8. Okay. Then I'm talking about the second leg, which is this 15. There is not very high relation, but still there are some relation. That's a 6.6. Okay. Now we are talking about my third leg, which is 5. 5 more behind, which is like a 3 multiplied by 5, because each one leg is equal to 5, 15. So 2010. You guys got that. Yeah, I hope I am not making you confused and stuff. So there may be some this correlation, then this correlation, then this correlation, then this correlation. Very small correlation, but it may or may not be zero, may not be zero. But you guys see. Okay. So on x-axis we always have lags, and on y-axis we always have autocorrelation. Now just look at the questions and let's talk about the questions if it is clear. Okay, first thing, is this stuff is clear or not? I try to make it simple, not in very technical language, but just tell me.
Yes.
Theory, I
Yeah.
hope it is clear, huh? I
Yeah.
know I lack on the technical front. I'm not able to explain because I didn't know this system very well. Okay, so I apologize if you're right, but I hope it is clear. Let's talk about the questions. Okay.
like we use it to predict the future value, right? From
Yeah,
based on
yeah,
the
yeah. That's,
historical data.
yeah, or maybe just for the study purpose. But yeah, predicting future value, this may be the, okay. So now just read it. A time series. Now you guys know time series. Auto correction. We are talking about the significant auto correction. Uh, we are assuming that there is some auto correlation, which always are there because we are talking about the same variable again and again. At lag one, you guys know about lag one. Someone tell me what is lag one. If I am talking about lag one, then what's the meaning?
Just previous one of the person. Just previous observation.
Clear? Everyone is clear. I need at least 2 or 3 years. Not
Yes.
from Radha.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Lyot, and one more guy, maybe is Mohan sir. Who else? Who else? Come on,
Yes.
man. What about the
Yes.
gender
Yes.
equality? Where are the ladies here?
Yes.
Oh, you are ladies. Shut up. Who else? Kidding, bro. Kidding. Okay, I got it. Okay, so lag one is just my, this is my current observation, and I want to find the connection with just previous one. Okay, current observation and this is previous observation. Okay, just read other two options. Current observation is correlated with the observation two time step ago. Okay, so what's the lag value here?
Two. Uh,
2.
Two. Perfect. And what about the three
3.
step? Come on, man. It is really clear at this point. Huh? Okay. Okay. Next question. Who's gonna give me the answer?
The correlation.
Correlation, autocorrelation, or correlation. Okay. Is it clear? This is all we have. Okay. These are the four questions which I want to discuss. Okay, everyone. So this is from my side, and if you guys have any question, we can discuss.
yes, I have doubts, sir, bro.
Yeah, yeah, Dalio. No need to call me sir, bro. I know you know I can kick you. Okay, just ask.
Okay. Like like I see something somewhere else. Like uh, when correlation, it means there must be correlation between x and y, right?
Mhm.
Correlation.
You mean two variable?
Yes, two variables.
Mhm.
And if we find a okay, okay, it's a covariance. Okay, okay. Covariance is equal to variance. If we are computing between same variables, not different variables.
Are you
No,
talking about?
correlation is for two variables. Autocorrelation is within with itself. So one variable with itself is
One,
autocorrelation.
okay, okay. Correlation is like its value is between 0 and 1, right? Or covariance value is between 0 and 1.
Wait. If I remember
Correlation is
correctly,
-1 to 1. No?
yeah, for correlation we can go from -1 to +1.
Yeah.
Okay. Though I don't know much about the autocorrelation, so let me check the value of autocorrelation. Let me share my screen. Okay, my screen is visible once again, and let me check the value of. For the correlation, we are sure it is -1 to 1, and for the
For
autocorrelation, it is again
correlation, it is 0 to 1, Amit.
Value
For
for
between
correlation, it is 0 to 1. And for autocorrelation, it is
it is
-1 to 1.
-1 to 1. Okay, okay.
The correlation is 0
minus
to
1
1.
to 1, no?
Yes.
And covariance, it is -1 to 1.
okay.
What Dalliot
Correlation is
was
also
doing.
minus 1 to 1.
No, covariance can be any number.
Covariance we can like
Yeah, it is like variance.
it is like variable, right? Computing
Rather, you said that correlation value
Oh,
is 0 to 1,
correlation, actually, correlation coefficient is, I think,
-1 to
-1 to
+1.
1.
Yeah, because I
Whereas
remember.
correlation is, only correlation is what?
okay, correlation
When we
coefficient is also
just
known
check,
as the covariance, which is between uh, -1 to 1. Let's talk about correlation.
See, it is not saying anything about the
this
value of.
is correlation coefficient.
Yes.
Covariance. It's known as the covariance. Also, yeah. Correlation is different. Correlation coefficient is different.
Where it is before or where it is front of brain. Front of brain.
Okay, so yeah, I was little AFK. So where were we? Is this doubt clear? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
almost clear. Have to dive more. But
Okay, just no need to talk about the covariance and stuff because it is not related to TDS. And to be honest, I forget
Yeah,
all this stuff in foundation. So leave it. Just remember,
correct.
yeah, value of
What?
correlation coefficient is -1 to +1, and value of autocorrelation is also -1 to +1.
+1, yes.
Yeah, just remember it.
Yes. But sir,
Okay,
correlation coefficient is known as the covariance.
okay.
Ray, leave that. अभी नहीं चाहिए हमको.
Yeah. अभी नहीं चाहिए वाला, अभी नहीं करना ये सब, तो let's we will have a session after exam and we will discuss everything, like एक दूसरे को खोपड़ा फोड़ देंगे. हाँ, चलो, let's talk about different question. Anyone else who have any problem? These are the topic which I think we left behind and we discussed it in quite a well manner. No, let's talk about anything else.
We have discussed all the PYQs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there is anything related to lectures, video lectures, if you guys want to discuss anything.
No, we discussed only 3 PYQs, no?
Yes, Mohan sir. We discussed 3 PYQ, and there was a pattern. All the previous PYQ which are same as 2 PYQ, so there is no point to discuss it. That last one, which is December 2023, that's different. That's quite good. And I insist all of you just to watch lectures on 2x. Don't leave anything behind, okay? And tomorrow will, okay, let me stop. If there is any question, you guys can ask. Otherwise, I'm going to stop the recording. Okay, I am stopping the
With
recording.
also the recent
Uh-huh.
QB which we did, which had 20 questions, that was
Yeah.
fully theoretical, right? The recent one.
All the questions are theoretical.
No, that is just previous number.
Yeah. All the question paper are theoretical, man. They already test your practical skills in ROE and project 1 and 2.
No, concept based. It was all
Yeah.
concept based completely.
Oh, it was concept based. I mean, concepts are related to theory and little bit of about the practice also. You need to remember the function. There was a question about the delimiter. Only those people who just do lot of text to data exercise in Excel, only these people can answer it. The delimiter problem, and also Kumu, from, and to. There are some pandas function. So yeah, you need that type of information also. Okay, I'm gonna stop the recording and then